A pair of Dalmatians and a zebra. Wait, but how and where does that kind of thing happen? At the Free to Be Wild Rehab Center in Zimbabwe, where baby orphaned animals are rescued and given a second chance at life. Let's start with the spotted sisters, Indigo and Bindi.
This is Indigo. She's got one blue eye, an indigo colored eye, and her sister Bindi. Indigo is really sassy, yeah, she's a real madam. And Bindi is the gentle, friendly giant of the two. They were rescue puppies from a puppy mill. Their mum, we believe, was forced to breed over 170 puppies. I'd say that was to make money purely out of the fact that they're Dalmatians.
And here we thought 101 was excessive. Centuries of intensive breeding to create that distinctive spotty coat has led to an unfortunate genetic condition that affects almost a third of all Dalmatians, hearing loss.
This is Indigo here, and she can't hear anything. Hello? Hello. She's stone deaf, and her sister is half deaf.
A life without nature's sweet soundtrack sounds rough, but not to worry. Joe has his ears perked. They'll be by his side for life, which isn't the case for most of the animals who pass through here, like their black and white striped best mate, City Boy, the zebra. About a year or so ago, this beautiful bud was found wandering the bush alone after his mother had been killed by lions. He was only a few days old when some kind folks found him and called Joe for help.
For us, there was no option. They phoned us and they said, would you help with City Boy? So we don't really think about it. We just say absolutely. We get in the car and we go there and we grab him. He was only about yay high and so big in the beginning.
City Boy and the sisters quickly struck up a friendship and filled their days with running and playing. They must have found something special in common. Either that or they just dig each other's fashion sense.
I don't know what you call them, a herd or a pack, but Spots and Stripes, they really, really enjoy each other. I don't think there's anyone else that we could take with City Boy on a walk like this.
Fun fact, Dalmatians were originally bred to accompany horse-drawn carriages in 18th century Britain, where speed, stamina, and calmness around horses were the main requirements. So it's no surprise that their skills play well with a zebra, too. With the help of the pups, City Boy's gaining some confidence, which will one day lead to his independence. Eventually, he'll roam free in a 17,000-acre private reserve, maintained by Joe's family.
The more time he can spend in the wild, the more acclimatized he'll become to the wild, and the easier the transition will be for him. The more time they spend in the natural environment, the better. Full stop, without doubt. Same for all animals.
Speaking of all animals, turns out the Dalmatians have a way with more than just zebras.
The latest orphan that came in was a baby common duiker. They said it was found in the bush. Often that's the case. They say it was found, but 9 times out of 10, the mother's been hunted, and then the people feel bad when they do find the orphan.
Many rescued orphans die of stress. If he's going to keep this baby alive, Joe's going to need backup.
We've realized that the best thing to make that orphan feel comfortable is introducing it to Indigo and Bindi. They really seem to settle it down. If you can get them to relax and try and interact with another species that's already living there and settled there, I really believe that animals can pick up on that vibe.
The confused little one thinks Bindi might have some milk on hand.
Here's my bottle.
Nope, only love. It's all good. Joe's got a bottle.
I don't think we've had one orphan that's taken badly to them. We've got other dogs and we can't do it with other dogs. We only use these 2 dogs. If you see the Dalmatians interacting with the orphans, you can see the maternal instinct coming out in them. But if you see them interact with City Boy, it's more of a friendship, and it's more of an equal, and we're in this together.
The teenager is testing the waters of adulthood, evidenced by his clear curiosity. The time for him to move out on his own is approaching fast.
You can't put a price on that feeling of the animal going free into its natural environment and where it's supposed to be.
Till that day comes, there's still time to squeeze in a couple more rounds of Spots versus Stripes.